my name is Attorney Walter Knott. I'm with Disability Resolution PA. I wanted to go ahead and explain, and we did a video specifically on what the new 4 education levels are that the SSA looks at to judge, where you are with your skill levels and your academia, levels of education. And we went through basically high school education and above, limited education, marginal education, and literacy. But there's something else. They can grant on you specifically a higher education level or a lower education level. So certain things like tests where you show that you just don't have the ability to do things at the 7th grade, even though you're in the 7th grade, and then they attribute to you, okay, well, this person's actually at the 5th grade level. That's evidence where they use tests to show through academia that you are not really at a 7th grade education level, but rather at a 5th grade education level. On the other end of the spectrum, they can boost your education by essentially saying, with your work activities, you've had work experience that could boost your education level. Kind of responsibility an individual may have when working, such as, basically, they were put in a managerial position, they were given keys to the place to open in the morning, they were shown how to use electronic devices that require coding. All those kinds of things could boost your education level. Daily activities, like what you do throughout the day, could be at a very high, there's a lot of people without a formal education that are multi-millionaires, not stuck in the student loan trap that I am, and essentially doing very well for themselves. Those people, to put it very simply, have that kind of responsibility where they're going to attribute education to that person and potentially raise the education category for that person. Hobbies, like if you're doing a hobby that is highly involved, building websites, creating rockets, they're going to boost your educational level up, okay, potentially. Results of testing, like we already talked about, if you're able to test at a much higher level than the education would traditionally allow, then in that instance, what that means is that basically, results of testing, if you're doing really well with that, then that's kind of like the summary of, that academia level. And if you're able to test at a much higher level, they're going to boost your capabilities in the education department. Maybe you could go from marginal education to limited education, or limited education to high school plus education. Okay. I thought what's interesting here is that there's a quotation for community projects. Like if you're able to go ahead and pull things together, get a community together, do things like that, they may boost your education. I've never seen them do that, but it's on the book for essentially options that they could choose from. Another thing that they could potentially look into is, special education that you were given, not just in the academia field, but like, somebody taking you on as their apprentice and you learning a craft, and that craft going all the way up to a certain level. Because remember, way back in the day, there was no like the school of blacksmithing. There was like the blacksmith, and he would teach you how to be a blacksmith. And then you would raise through the levels by increasing your skill over time by manipulating metals, being able to create things as a blacksmith, etc. So, all right, those are some of the things that you should consider where they could potentially raise your education level. And where this is really important is essentially when it comes down to the vocational expert, the job part of your adjudication before the SSA. Basically your element 4, element 5, and your grid out options. If you're not sure what the 5-step sequential process is, go look that up. That's going to be needed to understand more about this. If you're not sure what SVPs are, skill level for work, go look up SVPs 1 through 9. If you're not sure specifically what basically grids are, please go look them up, and they will help you understand more of why these education levels are so incredibly important when they adjudicate your claim. All right. My name is Attorney Walter Knott III. I'm with Disability Resolution PA. If you like this channel, please leave 5 stars, and please like and subscribe, and I will catch you a little bit later. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.